Hey, welcome back to the channel. So I just finished working in my hallway upstairs. I insulated my attic stairs door, made a huge difference. So now I'm in the frog or the finish room above the garage, and I want to start insulating some knee wall attic access doors. So I'll show you what I got. So I got two of these doors on each side of the room. So this is an A-framed roof. We're above the garage. It's got the little bump out for the stairs going into the garage here. But these doors are just, thin. Got these little pins that hold the door shut. So I have this attic space, so no insulation. There's the roof right there. So that's what we're going to be working on. That one's going to be a little more work because I want to put some, that's actual like storage we use. Put some lighting in there, fix some of the insulation. So I'll do a whole video on that, but that's a bigger project. Today, I just want to do a simple one for this one over here. So on the other side of the room, same door. It's roughly a 2x4 door. Open it up. And here, the previous homeowner took some like 1/4-inch particle board, kind of nailed it around. But it's all completely uninsulated. And here's the door thickness again. So I want to build some foam panels to insulate this, and this is like long-term, like we don't ever go in here. Actually, I don't even know what's in here. We threw some stuff in here when we moved in, some flooring materials. So this is going to be a kind of a long-term storage door. So I want to do some weather stripping and some foam paneling to seal this up. I already measured it. So it's 26 by 50. So it's rough frame. This 2x4 framing is rough frame for a 2-foot by 4-foot door. So I measured it. I'm going to go ahead and cut some foam. I'll show you the foam I got. It's the same foam I used to insulate my attic. So here's the foam board I'm using. Again, like I said, it's the same stuff I used to do the seal for my attic door. It's 1 inch thick. So for this, 1 inch thick is about R4. So I'm going to do a layer or two of this. So I already have the 26 by 50 part that I just cut out. Cuts pretty simply with a razor blade. Also picked up some weather stripping to go around the door. It's just, what did I end up getting? Inch wide by 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch by 1/4 inch. Adhesive like weather stripping foam. Just got this on Amazon. But I'll leave links to all the products I used to build this. But I have the size already cut. I already test fit this. It fits in that door frame up there. But now I'm going to cut additional parts and use some silicone caulk to adhere it and then tape up all the edges. I think I'm going to go 3 inches thick with this. So it's 1 inch thick, so I'll have to do 2 more layers. So I'll have a total of basically R12 plus the radiant barrier factor. So it has the radiant barrier on one side and this polymeric something or another. I forget what it's called on this side. But I'll probably leave the radiant barriers facing both directions. So inside the house and outside. But let's cut some more pieces and go ahead and triple this up. So here's my first piece I already cut to the full size. This is going to face inside the house from behind the door. So I'm going to put that down. I don't think this middle layer much matters which way I face it. I'll just face it the same way for now. And I think the third layer, I'll do a radiant barrier on each side. But make sure it still lines up. Looks like it does. And then I'll measure this part and cut another little piece to put here, and then we'll do the third layer. So I'm just using a little bit of this caulk dabbed around. It acts as an adhesive just to hold it together so we can get all the layers together, and then at the end I'll tape all the edges. I'm using a little Gorilla Tape. And I put some caulking in these seams too. put a couple little pieces of tape to hold it together, and then I'll put my third layer on. I also duct taped all my seams to air seal them between layers. I'm going on with my third layer. This layer of the foil is going to be also facing outward, and I'm overlapping my seams, so this solid piece will cover all those little seams. All right, I have my 3 layers done, my little insulation brick. So I used the foil Nashua 324A foil duct tape for the seams on this back piece, and again, this side is going to face the attic, and then I have a solid piece on the side that's going to face inside the house. I'm just going to continue to take the Nashua 557 and the foil tape to seal up all these edges with tape, and then my little foam insulation brick will be done. Alright, taping is done. So I did the foil tape all on the inside facing side, like I mentioned. Just give me a couple little shots. And then ran the regular duct tape all on the back side and all the edges. So all the EPS foam is completely sealed inside duct tape. So now this whole brick is, for all purposes, airtight. So insulate is one unit. So let's go see about fitting it up in the doorway. All right, back up here at my attic door. So I have a little bit of a lip here on the bottom from the 2x4 framing. The 2-inch lip on there, and then like maybe a 1/2-inch lip here. So I built the box to be tight on all this 2x4 framing. So the way I'm gonna have to install the door, I probably need some handles. I've seen where people put a block of wood or a knob, screw through it for like a pull handle, but I don't want to, do that. So I just took some duct tape, wrapped it over from the back, folded it over on itself, so I had a couple little handles on the top and bottom, and basically the door will slide in like this. Let me set it back. So we get the bottom, and again, I built this to be tight, friction fit on this framing. So if I get the bottom end, it allows me to get to the top end as well. So now my foam barrier is recessed in here, and I'm just gonna grab the 2 handles and pull it up into the framing. And just to show you how I made the handles, so just a piece of tape running from the back to the front, folded over, and then reinforced. That's all I did. All right, let's install it. All right, I got the fitment I wanted, and I did have to add another little handle, but that's all in situ on how you built it. You don't got to be perfect. Make it fit. I did build it tight because I wanted to air seal on the framing on the edges as best as possible, and it is. It is very snug. So just keep that in mind when you're building it. But it is basically completely covering a 2x4 framing. So 2x4, 3.5. After this was all said and done with the caulking between the 3 layers, even though it's 1-inch foam, it measured like 3.25 thick. But there we go. The next thing I wanted to do for this is an additional step of air sealing is weather stripping on this door. Now this is a cabinet style door, so it just sits up against the frame. And I noticed, especially since there's multiple screw holes down here, it's warped. So everywhere else on the door shuts pretty solid, except this bottom corner. It sticks out. So I got a magnetic latch, and that's how I'm going to latch the doors in this bottom corner, because when this is held tight, the rest of the door is tight too. So let's get the latch installed next. Alright, nice and tight with that magnetic latch now. It actually takes a moderate amount of force on the top corner to unstick that magnet. So pretty happy about that. So this is a really tight fit, friction fit again. I probably have a pretty good air seal already, but because I got the weather stripping, my plan was to put the weather strip just along the whole outside of the door because it overlaps this trim by about a 1/2 inch, and it's 1/2 inch wide foam. It's compressible. So again, I'll leave a link to this stuff. Adhesive foam weather stripping, 1/2 inch wide, 1/4 inch thick is what I'm using. You can see it's also compresses to air seal, and it has the adhesive peel off back. So I'll go ahead and throw this up and see how it does. So I struck out on the foam. It's too thick. I got 1/4 inch thick. I think I should have gotten 1/8 inch. But the foam quality is really nice. The adhesion back sticks really well. Seems to be pretty good quality. I put it all the way around. It's too thick. My door won't shut. So I'll try some 1/8 inch foam weather stripping instead of this 1/4 inch. But that's pretty much it for this one. I think I have a good air seal anyway, so this step might not even be necessary. Maybe it is for you. So I'll leave a link to this product as well. But that's what we got. So I did the same thing for the attic stair door in the ceiling in the hallway, like I've mentioned. And it was like a 20-degree difference because that same day when it was in the 20s, this door with my little IR temp gun or infrared temp gun, this door was measuring 40 degrees when it was 65 in the room. And because like I usually have the heat upstairs set to 67, and there's attic knee walls on either side of here, and even that strip in the corner is a run to hide the furnace pipe coming from the garage out the roof. It's not even insulated at all, which I saw from that knee wall access. So I have to fix insulation on that side. But this room runs 2 to 3 degrees warmer or colder, depending on the season. Anyway, so I'm hoping all these little things I'm doing is going to improve the comfort in this room. This is my oldest daughter's room. She complains about it all the time. We do have a AC unit that we've had from the old house. We put in the window for the summer, but haven't fixed the winter comfort near yet. So this is a step towards it. But yeah, thanks for watching this one. Pretty straightforward. This stuff is super easy to work with. Second time I've used it. It's really forgiving. You don't have to be perfect. Just make it work for your setup. Any amount of insulation is better than nothing for these knee wall doors. So there's a final look at what we got. And to open it, it's pretty easy. You just push the bottom in for me, and then I can just slide the whole thing out. Takes 5-10 seconds. But again, this is long-term storage. We maybe go in here once a year tops. So that's it for this one. Be sure to like and subscribe to see more. All right, thanks. Bye.